Hey there, it's Miss J. I'm going to take a quick look at a little doodad I made in Fusion 360 to see if you can try to make it also and look at some functions with me. So what we're trying to do is do a section analysis to look inside this. So let's take a look. Open up your Fusion, get a new part. You can do this on your own. If you like the grid style, you can come down here and just add it in the layout grid. It's up to you if you like that or not. So get a new file up here, and you should name them so you don't have 5,000 untitles. I'm going to start a new sketch. I'm going to put it on the top plane. You don't have to make this exactly, but you can play along, make something super similar. The point is to learn the functions here, right? So drop in a circle, 100 millimeters, more or less, it's fine. And close your sketch. So I use circle tool, 100 millimeters, close my sketch. So Fusion will default it into an isometric view for you, and you can tell by the view cube which orientation it's located in. So what we want to do now is extrude. Now extrude, we know from using this in Onshape, and some of you Inventor, we can tell it how far we want it to go by typing in this dialog box. But let's play with the arrow today. So drag it up. It goes in increments. Mine goes in increments of 10 millimeters. We're going to switch to inches soon, and it'll have another new increments. I'm pulling it up to 40. You don't have to be exact here. I'm just playing. But before we close it out, we want to take a look at this. So see that circle that comes up there? This lets you taper your product or what you're designing. So you can come out, you can go in, either way. So let me get a little taller than 40 was too short. So I dragged it up a little bit to 50, and then let's make this about 45 degrees. So it's going to be negative, but that's what'll happen as you're pulling it. It'll say negative. So I'm 50 millimeters tall, 45 degrees on that taper. So I tapered it in. I'm just going to hit enter, and it's good, right? If I hit shift and then the scroll wheel on the mouse, it lets me orbit around. Or I can just click down on the bottom here, hit orbit. I love this because it has so many different functions. If you hover your mouse, it lets you move it all different ways. So many different degrees of rotation here. Okay, so we took a look at that. Now let's hollow out the inside and see what we can do there. So in order to hollow out the inside, I'm going to have to cut inside there. And we're going to do a new sketch. Throw it on the bottom. I'm going to hover so I'm touching exactly on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Go back. Okay, a new sketch. Put it on the bottom. There we go. And let's do, so the reason I did that is to make a little skinny circle. Make it just a little bit smaller than whatever circle you made the first time. It's no big deal what size it is, just nice skinny little circle. We're not worried about actual dimensions right now. We're just playing around here. Hit enter, so you finish your sketch. That looks like I gotta click the arrow to finish the sketch. And then I'm gonna shift orbit so I can look at it. So I have that little spinny top thing. I have a little sketch here. You can see that blue means I've got a sketch. I'm going to extrude. I'm going to click on our new sketch, and I'm going to orbit. I'm going to drag it in the other direction. I'm going to go up. So I'm going to orbit a little bit. So see how Fusion's intuitive, and it cut out the product. Like it red means when I click enter, it's going to disappear, and I'll be left with what's left over. But if you come over here to the dialog box, you play with this for a minute. Let me see if I can move it over. It's out of the video. We have cut. We could join, and that would give you a solid like that. And you could intersect, which will just probably make everything disappear because of the way we built it. So we're going to leave it on cut. It's great that it's intuitive like that. Okay, so we're going to keep it as a cut, and then we're going to rotate it so that we're going the other way. And it should be about 45 degrees so that it is about the same size we did before. So we're 40 millimeters. Mine was. Yours can be whatever, as long as it's smaller. 45 degrees. Hit enter. So now you can get the orbit tool or shift and hold the middle mouse and look inside. It's clear. I could probably do better and make that pointier if I played with it more. But that's pretty neat, right? So that's the orbit tool. It's down here. Or shift, hold the mouse wheel, escape to get out of it. And now let's take a look on the inside. And this is what this video is for, is looking on the inside. So come up to inspect, hit section analysis. If you hover on any of those tools, they tell you about it. And then we just want to select the plane that's like cutting right through it. So I'm going to go with this one because it goes right through it. Either one would have been fine. And it lets you look inside your object and see how you did it. You've got your arrow, so you could come and choose. You're just looking inside, it's not changing. So it's looking at a section. And then you've got two circulars. So I go this way. I can go this way. I go all the way around. So if you need to know what's going on inside some object, you can always use this. That's pretty neat, huh? Okay, so I just wanted to see if you could do that. Hit OK at some point, and then you could just take a screenshot and turn this in. So I know you know how to do a section analysis. And you can make a different shape if you want. Just make sure you're showing me a section view, and keep it simple. Thanks.